We're here at the West Humboldt Park Neighborhood Housing Services located at Chicago and Central Park, part of the City of Chicago's West Side Farmers Market Initiative. One of the 5 farmers markets that we have over here, one of the 5 farmers markets that I go to every week and do these food demos. Today I'm going to do cilantro chicken, sauteed apples. Extremely easy, quick, and much more important than anything else, it is good. I'm going to start by lighting my fire. I hope it's going to stay on and up. The wind comes up and down, but we'll do the best we can. I'm going to start off with cutting my veggies. My onion. And I'm going to make an abbreviated version because, of course, I have the samples already ready. And just don't have the facilities out here to just get down. But, you know, I'll do the best I can for a cute girl. What can I say? So there's my onion. Let me cut up a little bell pepper. Go for bell pepper with color because all it's going to do is make the final dish pop. And you always want to add as much color as you can into all the dishes you cook because all that does is bring people's eye to the dish and truly makes them want to enjoy it. I'm going to cut up just a little bit more bell pepper. Hope my skillet is getting nice and warm because I want it very, very hot. Okay, not that warm, but we're going to get started. I'm going to use butter. Many times you can use olive oil, canola oil, veggie oil, peanut oil, corn oil, whichever fat you want to use. I'm going for butter for flavor. Sometimes I use the butter and add a little olive oil because that'll help cut the fat. So we want our butter to melt. We want it to brown. Any questions? No questions? Okay.
How long does this take?
This recipe will take this version about 5 minutes. At home, where you're going to have a bit more to work with, shouldn't be any more than 15 minutes. Your rice should already be done, because mine is. And that's it. The longest thing that's going to take is cutting up the veggies and cutting up the chicken. This is chicken breast. You can use chicken thighs or turkey breasts and turkey thighs, but you want boneless, skinless.
Okay.
And season it with salt, pepper, granulated garlic, and Old Bay seasoning. That's what this is. I've already processed it because we don't have a running water hot for me to be sticking hands in dealing with meat. So I have to always be aware of safety and sanitation no matter where you may be cooking. Okay, that's brownish one. It's getting a little hotter. Not as hot as I would prefer it, but I'm going to go ahead and get started. Let's put onion in. Got a little sizzle, not much. And I'm going to put the bell pepper in now too. Let that get going. Break it up. Okay, here's my sizzle coming. Now, when you have certain sauteed veggies in your meal, season those separately from the protein. That just helps each component of the meal maintain its integrity in flavor because it's sort of like its own seasoning is self-contained. Okay, let this go. Keep cooking. Break them up a little bit. I want to let them get caramelized. Caramelized is where they're going to get brown, and the caramelization is always flavor, extra flavor in your veggies and in your meat. So what I'm going to do while I'm waiting on that to cook is to, I don't see it. I know I packed an apple.
I remember you mentioning rice. Regular white rice or brown rice?
Yeah, it can be any rice that you want. Oh, for some reason, I don't have my apple. Let's see. Okay. Can't show you the second part of the rest. Oh, do we have any apples over there?
Yeah.
Would you give me a couple apples, please? Thank you. How did I do that? It's all in the same place.
She was not in the other box.
I don't think so. But no, it's all in the same box. Thank you. Wonderful. Okay.
Products from the farmer's
Thank you, from Growing Power, one of our vendors out here. Okay, I'm gonna put this over here. Let this get hot again. Add just a little bit more butter. And as that's browning, I'm gonna start peeling my apples. Let me put a towel over this because we do still have a few insects out here that be bothering us. All right, I'm going to peel my apple. And these look like Macintosh. The ones I had been using were galas. And the samples that you'll get will be galas. But any apple, any texture. This is apple season, so you have a ton of apples to choose from. John Gold, Red Delicious, Honey Crisp are some of the best. Pink Ladies, Fuji's, Granny Smith. So any apple that you prefer will work for this dish. Okay, now that butter's ready. Let me finish peeling. Because I want that very hot because I want it to caramelize. Let me add my chicken, my seasoned chicken. Spread it around one layer. I'm gonna turn this around because I'm sort of on an angle and I want my oil to be all on the pot. So I'm gonna turn it around this way. It's gonna go back that way and then it'll work. Okay, let me get rid of these apple peels while that's doing. Now, a lot of home cooks, when they put something in the pot, the first thing they start doing is stirring. Please don't. Let this sit. Let it cook. You want it to get caramelized. Caramelization only intensifies the flavor. So that's why you're going for it. Learn how to walk away, let it sit, let it work itself, however, but don't stir, because when you stir, you dissipate the heat. Okay? Only time you really want to stir is when you're trying to turn it or spread the seasoning. Okay, now let's see if we got some caramelization. That's what we're looking for, that brownness. That's why you're letting it sit there and not turn it. If you were stirring this, you wouldn't have it. It'd stay blonde. Okay, we want some color in this. Okay, turned it over, leave it alone. I'm gonna finish my apples.
Coco, no, I love it.
I know.
So pretty.
Okay. Now my apples are all cut. I'm just gonna put a little lemon juice on them right here on the cutting board.
What does the lemon juice do for that?
It keeps them from oxidizing. You know, when apples and pears hit the air, they start turning brown.
Oh, okay. So
Put a little citrus on it, orange juice, lemon juice, lime juice, and it stops it from browning so fast. Now, that's in there. My chicken is getting about where I want it. Time to add cilantro. Get it clean. You want to chop it not in fine pieces, but in a nice size piece. Because it's going to cook down. Okay, Miss Marsha, how long is this taking?
It's about 5 minutes.
And that's because I'm making such a little. If you were making more, double this, it'd be about 8 to 10 minutes. Okay, here's my cilantro. I'm going to mix that in. It's done. Now, you know, chicken comes up like eggs, like fish. It holds the heat and it continues to cook, and especially when it's cut small in the chicken breast. So not to overcook it, you can take it out early. It will continue to cook. Okay? We're going to put that there. Mix it all in together. This is cilantro chicken.
Hey.
I mean, it can't get no easier. No easier. Now, let's do part 2. Another extremely easy recipe. Like I said, it's just sauteed apples. This way you can use them as a side dish. You know, we always grab an apple, eat it as fruit. You can use fruits as side dishes to your proteins that you're eating. This is a very easy one. Let my pan get hot. Once again, I'm adding butter. And this is one that you would want to use butter because olive oil and apples, I I don't think that's gonna work. What you think, Miss Bacon Lady? Nah, that ain't gonna work. Olive oil muffins are not like butter, okay? All right, once again, I want my butter to what's technically called brown or even burnt. The more butter gets darker, the nuttier the flavor comes up and out. Now you can actually burn it, but once you put whatever it is in it, it's going to absorb that flavor and make it a little bit more nutty of the flavor. That's brown enough. See it? Got my sizzle, which is what you're looking for. You have to let your pan get hot enough, then add your oil. So once you add your product, and especially a protein, it sizzles when it hits that pan. The only seasoning for this is going to be a little nutmeg and a little cinnamon. Now I'm going to let these sit here a while and hopefully they'll caramelize. When I stir these, I'm stirring these to blend and to spread the seasoning. Because as you see right here, it's sitting on top of everything. Once I stir this, that's what I'm stirring for, to make those seasonings blend around. So while we're waiting on that, I'm going to pull up and get ready for our samples. Part one. Since we are getting to colder, longer days, I'm trying to make some of the meals a little warmer. All I did this summer was colder, salads, side dishes. Okay. Now, this is what I'm looking for. That's caramelization. Okay. That intensifies your flavor, no matter where it is, what it is. That's all. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna let these go just for another second. You get out the way so you just don't start burning up. Mix this in together. I'm serving the cilantro chicken over red rice. What's red rice, Chef Coco?
Yes.
It's an Asian rice.
Where do you get it?
Chinatown or any Asian marketplace. The Vietnam food stores up on Broadway, you can find them there. Okay, these are finished. Let me find so they'll stop cooking. Turn the fire off. And this is the sauteed apples, folks. This is the meal. You can use the sauteed apples as a side with this meal, even though I'm going to serve the chicken over rice. This kind of side dish would go well with a fish dish. Okay? Any kind of light white meat. So here we go. Let's see if she knows what's going on.
I didn't say a word.
What,
You got me silverware?
Oh yes, so you know I get so excited. You eat chicken? You don't eat nothing else of mine.
I got it, Coco. I got it, Coco. You see? You put this on camera. I got Coco's dish.
Okay. Now, watch her eat it. Take a fork.
Oh, no,
put it
no.
on camera. I know I ain't.
You can smell it all the way across the street.
Thank you. Okay, now let me finish serving. Oh, chicken.
Okay, taste it, okay?
Okay. Don't go spit my food out, I'll kill you. Okay, look at it. Standing here in front of me, children. All right. I'm scared to see. You're welcome.
Oh, it's a little bit.
No, this is the cilantro.
Oh, okay.
That's the cilantro.
Well, it fell. I'll pick it back up because it fell on your tray.
All right, well, it's clean.
I'm going to pick it back up.
All right.
Get me off camera. I'm walking.
Help yourself. And try the apples, too. Those are the sauteed.